Hi everybody, I'm Rachel Brady and I blog about family, food and home. I have a 4-month-old sitting over there, you might be able to hear him. I have an 8-year-old boy who's at school and a 6-year-old who is off school sick. Today's video is all about how to make homemade pizza, so if that sounds interesting to you then keep on watching. So I'm gonna whiz quickly through this. It's not a posh recipe, I'm no pizza expert, it's just homemade, easy pizza. So first of all, you get 500 grams of strong white bread flour in a bowl, and then you add about a teaspoon of salt to that and give it a mix. Next, you're gonna get about 300 mils of warm water, so like warm water that you might like to wash your hands with, but not like hot water. Does that make sense? Yeah, and you're gonna add a sachet, 7 grams of fast action, I'm sleep deprived, yeast. You're gonna pour that in. You're gonna pour in about a tablespoon of olive oil, extra virgin olive oil, and give that a mix too. You're gonna add the wet mixture to your dry mixture, and then you're just gonna mix it with your hands and bring it all to a dough. I don't knead because I hate kneading. I've got really weak spaghetti arms and I just don't like kneading. Put a little bit of oil on top and then a damp tea towel over the top of it and let that prove until it's at least doubled in size. You're gonna knock it back once it's doubled in size, which means just poking a few holes in to deflate it, and then I fold it in. So taking all the sides in, and I do that about a few times so it's looking more like a dough. And then I pop the damp tea towel back on and I repeat the process. I tend to do this first, I start this process at like 10 in the morning and then by kind of 2-time route in the pizzas. If you are out all day and your house is quite warm, you can slow this process down by putting it in the fridge. Risen and been knocked back twice. Once is okay, by the way, if you've only got time for one proving. Then I cut the dough into 4 pieces. And this recipe makes 4 pizzas, so each of the balls of dough is a separate pizza. I roll it out as much as my weak arms will allow me to, and then I oil a baking tray and I stretch the pizza dough out of this baking tray, and the oil kind of acts as a bit of a glue. If you are into this sort of thing, like my husband is like really good at this, he like spins the dough a bit and like stretches it out. I'm terrible at that, and also, as you'll see in the video, my pizzas always end up with holes in. It doesn't matter, they're still gonna taste really good. And for the tomato sauce, I actually do this earlier in the day and just pop it in the fridge. So I just use like some passata, so about 250 grams of passata. And then I add to that a teaspoon of salt and some olive oil and some dried oregano, plenty of dried oregano. When the pizzas are ready for cooking and you stretch out all the dough, pop on the tomato sauce, then pop on, in this instance I use some torn up salami and some torn up mozzarella. Then I pop them in a very, very hot preheated oven. I preheat my oven as hot as it will go, which is 250, and pop the pizzas in. They'll only take about 12 minutes or something like that. I just wanted to share with you guys how easy it is to make pizzas. Don't be afraid. Even if they turn out a bit wrong, they still taste a million times better than like frozen pizzas do. Give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, guys, and I can't even speak. See you next time, bye.